All right, so I'm here with my beautiful mother. Can't you see the resemblance? Gwendolyn Parkin. And thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me about fitness and Workout Buddy. I've always seen you being active since I can remember. And the fact that at this point in our lives that we're working out together, it means so much to me. And I just wanted to, talk with you and get some insight, as far as your perspective, your experience with working out, what your journeys look like, and how the role that fitness has played in you aging so gracefully. So we can share that with other women to inspire them and to let them know that they're not alone.
Exactly.
So first, if you could spend some time talking about your fitness journey, what role did fitness play in your life when you were younger, and just how much physical activity you've done in your life, and and then your experience with Workout Buddy.
Oh yes, exactly. I've always enjoyed being active, as you well know, and being active has allowed me to do things I enjoy, and love to do. I love to hike. I love to be outside. I love walking and all that. And so being active has allowed me to be able to do that. And now that I am, am older, I don't feel like it, but I continue to be active. And with the COVID, now that put a halt to a lot of things, and it was almost to the point to where you were afraid to go out. So you more or less, were, just trying to stay away from everyone and be inside. And that slowed down my physical activity some. And then at this time, you were doing the Workout Buddy, and you said, why don't you join the Workout Buddy? I said, well, okay. Of course, I was a little shy, the being on the camera and all that. And that's when you told me that I didn't have to be. It's okay. So for, I don't know, a couple of months or so, I was in the dark. I did not do the video, but I really did enjoy the workouts. And then I got up enough nerve to join the video part of it. And you and all the ladies are just phenomenal. It's just like a big family. It made you feel really good. And you were just, no one was looking at anyone else or saying, oh, look at them or anything like that. We were just in our own zone.
Yes.
And another thing too, I could, do workouts and stuff like that. But by you being a professional, watching all of us and letting us know, okay, you need to, the core, holding the core like a button, pulling it from your belly button, and you were letting us know the right way to do things. And I can really tell, I can feel it, in the muscles and that I'm using that I never used before, even with all my outside activities like the walking and hiking and stuff, but concentrating on different parts of the body. And so that made a big difference too. And it did ache a little bit, but it was a really good, it was a great feeling. You knew it was working. And I just enjoyed, since the time I started Workout Buddy. It was April 2020.
Wow.
Yeah. And I look so forward to it, to all the workouts, and it makes me feel really good. And the days that I participate in Workout Buddy, which is Tuesday, upper body, Wednesday, lower body, Friday, full body, I feel so energized. I mean, I just like once that workout is over, I mean, I'm just working the whole day. It energizes me. But I love the way it makes me feel. And I love the way that I am able to participate in activities for myself, for my husband, and for us. You know, when we get together, I like to, get out and just be active, just do things. And if not for the physical activity, I wouldn't be able to do that, you know?
And that's something, a lot of people, a lot of people's number one reason why they don't work out is because they don't have the energy.
Right.
And then, you say to them, but if you work out, you'll have more energy. And it's just, like, that doesn't even calculate in their mind. Like, I can just see their brain shutting down, like, lies.
Yeah,
Look at me like I'm lying. But
yeah,
it's true. It's true.
It is true, very much true. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm human. And on some of the mornings, when it's time for workout, it's early. And it's like, oh God, it's a little lie here a little longer. But once you get up and you get down there and you do that first warm up and stuff, I mean, you're good to go. You're good to go.
That's another thing I tell people. The hardest part of doing a morning workout is getting out of bed. That's the hardest part. Once you're up, I mean, you just got to do it. That's it.
Right. Right. And you are very happy that you did. I know that I am. And it just makes me feel so good and just so alive and active. I can accomplish so much more on the days of the workout than I can any other day.
Me too.
I hit the ground running on those days. And but yeah, I really do enjoy it. And I don't know, I may have said this already, but you know how I've always felt about inside, like a gym.
That's what I was about to say. Yes.
Yeah.
It makes me feel good because I know how you prefer to be outside doing things, like you said, out in nature, and the idea of, inside working out. I remember as a little girl, right in where you are, and you doing your exercises and your stretches, and I would get out on the floor and do them with you. And but I could tell that you were really happy and into it when you were outside doing stuff.
Yeah.
So the fact that you've been in consistently with me working out, that says a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And two, I mean, the fact that, like you being the personal trainer, the expert, the professional and all, that brings a lot more to it. But I don't know, how can I say this? I mean, don't take me wrong or anything, but while we're doing it, it's not like, but that's my daughter. It's like you know what I'm saying? Know what I'm trying to say? But I'm so proud of what you're doing and how you are doing it. And I'm glad I'm involved in it too, and seeing how well you are doing, especially after everything that's going on. That motivates me, gosh, even more, if that's possible.
Oh, thank you.
Well, yeah, and seeing that you're doing okay, I'm doing okay. So that makes me even work even harder, if that's possible. I try. But I want to say too, as you get older, the aging process is going to happen no matter how you feel, no matter who you are, how you feel, the aging process is going to happen. And you will have the joint aches, and the slower metabolism, like you mentioned earlier, and all that. But by doing this, I mean, you don't have to settle for that. You don't have to settle for a sedentary lifestyle. You can still be very active. I mean, I just don't, sometimes I forget how old I am. And when I am exercising, I just feel the same way I did when you were a little girl, we were down on this floor and doing that, the exercises and all. But yeah, I smile when I think of some of the routines that we do well, not the whole routine, but some of the, like the stretches,
Mhm.
especially. I said,
Mhm.
oh, I did that. And I remember, you crawling under me and all this stuff, and you were working out with me at some point. But yeah, it just makes me feel so good. And I know that by being active, I can do more for myself, more for my family, and just, yeah, just feeling good and staying active. It's a beautiful thing. And it costs, it's just beautiful.
I like what you said and how you said it as far as settling.
Yeah.
And we think about, as we get older, and the conversation that we were having right before we started recording this, as far as people getting older and them making the assumption that, oh, because I'm older, I need to go sit down somewhere.
Right.
And like we were saying, if you're not working out, then you don't have energy. So you mistake that as, I'm getting older. I don't have energy because I'm getting older, but it doesn't have anything to do with age. It's related to your fitness and how active you are. The more active you are, the more energy you have. So with the stigmas that are, that we have around age and getting older and fitness, what are some, you've already talked about, some, like you said, your joints are going to ache and your metabolism and things like that. But if you could just speak a little bit more about, the stigmas that you don't agree with, that you, in your life, in your experience with fitness, you think are false.
Yeah, I do agree with, wait a minute. Okay, as we do age, of course. I mean, this is the way it is. We do tend to slow down. And I think that, unfortunately, with a lot of people, how society dictates to us on different things. I'm old now, I can't do that anymore, or, that's not the case. That's all here. And but yeah, that's not the case, and we do not have to succumb to that thing. And as I said, I don't feel that I am getting older. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do have the occasional knee ache or back or something like that. But with working out with the workout buddies, there was one thing that I had mentioned to Mike. You had mentioned about, you hear about a lot of the elderly people falling and breaking their hip. You hear that all the time. And I never knew about the hip exercises. I've never heard it before until you mentioned it. And I said, that's very important, because there are most of the people that are elderly, they'll fall and they will break a hip because they haven't strengthened their hips or anything like that. But like the muscle toning and the balance, oh gosh, I'm still working on that one, but I'm getting better. And all these things, they come into play, as you're getting older, but you have to work on these things. And I've never heard of them being pinpointed like that until you mentioned it.
Wow.
Yeah, all these years, I never.
Yeah, you hear about fitness and you just think, bicep curls, jumping jacks, kind of cardio.
Right.
But yeah, like you said, just flexibility, balance, core stabilization. Those are things that are going to help us, with the younger people that are more interested in their outward appearance, their physique, it helps with that. But it also helps from a functional standpoint as you get older.
Right. Exactly. And I can, with the walking, I've done tons of hikes and walking and all. But that alone does not target the different parts of your body. The human body is just so complicated. It's a beautiful machine. And you need to get all these body parts moving to make all of it work.
Yes.
So, I mean, yeah, I mean, you can do something, you know, like the strength in your legs. I'm sure either the walking and all that, that strengthened my legs and all, you know, got my heart rate up and all, but you need to use the other parts of your body as a whole to be able to function, especially when you get older. But yeah, I feel really good. And I don't know, except for, you know, what I've seen or heard about. Like I said, I will be turning 67 this year, but since I'm not there, I don't know what a 67-year-old is supposed to feel like or do anything like that. I just know how I feel. And I feel great, and I'm very happy that I do able to now, you know, keep up with Marley. So I mean, and then that's huge too. I don't want to just sit around and watch her do stuff. I want to join in and do things. And I'm very happy to do that, run around and slide down that crazy slide at the school. And it does my heart. I mean, it just fills my heart with joy to be able to do that.
And that's what it spills over, you know. It's not just about being able to get through a workout, or, you know, you feel like you're getting stronger. Like, all those things are wonderful, but it really does improve your overall quality of life.
It does, definitely. There's no doubt about that. And plus you can maintain your independence, you know, and you know, I love to do things around the house, work out in the yard, and do things around here too. Want to be able to continue to do that, because I prefer not to have someone do those things for me. I rather do them myself. And I just feel so strong. I just feel so good, just full of energy, and walking up and down these steps every day.
A lot of steps.
Yeah, a lot of steps. I don't feel myself slowing down. And I know each day that I join in with the workout buddies, it just strengthens that even more. And it just, oh gosh, yeah, it just fills my heart. It just makes me feel so good.
Oh, good. I'm so glad to hear that. Well, if you had any advice for women in their 50s and 60s who, you know, feel like they need to get started on something, but they're apprehensive about it for whatever reason, what advice would you have for them?
Well, I would tell them, okay, you know, like we would skiing. I didn't ski because I never learned to ski. I never had the I never wanted to learn to ski. That's something that I didn't, but you know, I just go and hang out. But the things that I like to do, I still do them. And I'm sure, you know, people have heard too, they're sort of reluctant in doing things. Oh, I don't want to do this. I may break something, you know, bones won't heal. And next thing you know, you're just sitting in front of the television and doing nothing. But, you know, you can still be careful. You should be careful at any age.
Yes.
Of course, you know, as we get older, we're not going to take risks the way we did when we were kids. But at the same time, too, if you have that mindset, eventually you won't do anything. You'll be afraid to do anything. I mean, that's not a lifestyle for anyone to live. I mean, that's not living. Like, you know, your workouts, they're good for any age. And you do the modifications for those of us that can't, you know, because I know I have my left shoulder, you know, bothers me sometimes. And we've talked about that. And so we can do this and do that. But with the workouts, you know, with the weights and the resistant bands and the arm exercises and the ones that you've given me personally, worked on those to strengthen my arm and stuff. I used to have pain in my left shoulder all the time, but that has almost totally diminished. And I do have the weights. I've had those weights for years. I think I got those weights when you were still still living here, but you have to use them.
Yes.
Yeah, you just can't, oh, I have those. That's not doing any good sitting under the table. You have to use those. And but I have to admit too that I had not used those in a while until I started with Workout Buddy. I had them, but I didn't use them.
And that's why I say, if you have it, use it.
And you say, I know who's got them. So yeah, and you did buy me some resistance bands, which I do use, you know, on the Workout Buddy. And just being able to feel that once the workout is done and feel it later on that day, you still feel those resistance bands on you, and the next day, you know, all of that is working, and it makes you feel so good. It's just making you stronger. And the balance, and which is very important, because gosh, you can just fall before you even realize you're going to. And the stabilization and the most all that is very important. And for anyone 50, 60, 70 or whatever, don't sell yourself short, say I can't do this. Just take that can't out of your vocabulary. Yes, you can. You can go at your own pace. You can do, you know, things that you feel comfortable in doing, but just do something. You have to keep moving. You have to keep moving. And the Workout Buddies, you cover everything, and that's what it just completes the whole, you know, human body. And like I said, you have the modifications for people who can't. And then you can work up to it. I've noticed that too, because like with the planks, for instance, I told you before, you know, because I was having a problem with I think it's a little arthritis in my toe on my left foot, but it has strengthened now. And so I'm working myself back into doing the full planks.
Awesome. Rather
than being on my knees doing it. And it made me feel I was so happy. And after I did that, my toe wasn't sore. And I said, oh God, you know, I can do this. And you would think, okay, well, I'm getting old, it's gonna get worse, you know, I'm gonna stay off of it. No, you can't do that. And you have to have some moments too, where you, not to the point to where you think you're gonna hurt yourself. You wouldn't do that to anyone anyway. But you have to take that extra, do that extra push, you know, and you know how much you can, you know, you just gradually work yourself into it.
Yes.
Because I was very hesitant about doing the full planks on that foot. And I had stopped for a while, I just did on the knee, like the modification. But I think like last week I started the full plank when you did the plank on my toe again. And it all worked.
And you could tell it was good?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
I'm glad. Yeah. And that's, you know, the thing too, like I talk to people of all ages about joining the group, and you know, some women are like, oh, you know, I'm not ready, or it's going to be too challenging. Listen, I don't lie. It is challenging. But what I try to get them to understand is it's challenging for all of us. We're all struggling. I'm struggling. There were a couple times this morning, I took a couple breaks and I looked at y'all and y'all were still going. So, I mean, it's not, you know, and that's why the groups, the schedule is designed the way it is. So we keep the same routine for a month so you can see your progress. You know, 2 weeks ago, I could barely do 2 push-ups, and now I'm getting all the way through the round, you know, 30 seconds. So, you know, and just being mindful, you know, it's more than for the people who are wanting to work out to lose weight or to get to a smaller dress size. You know, those are goals that you want to reach. But in reaching those goals, you're going to see so many benefits that you weren't even aware of, you know, like you said, when you're walking and you're just moving it every day and you feel these muscles engaging that you weren't even aware of before, like, oh, wow, you know, or, you know, you can go up and down the steps and you're not winded, things like that, that people don't really put that much emphasis on, but are really good motivators outside of, you know, losing weight or getting to a smaller size.
Right. And as you said, when people will say, oh, I can't do it and all that. Well, yes, you can. You offer alternatives with your modifications. And when I looked up and see when you finish a routine, you say, oh gosh, and I hear Chris in the background. And like I said, we're all struggling. And no one's trying to outdo one another. I mean, we're just working together.
Yes.
Working together to feel good and to obtain, like you said, what we get up for. What'd you get up for? And it's such a motivator. I mean, the motivation that you give to all of us it's just phenomenal. I'm not just saying that because of my daughter. I mean, but it just makes you feel so good. No guilt, no nothing. If you have to take a rest, do so and get back at it. Yeah. So, I mean, all this, it's just totally left up to the individual. If you want to, participate in this, no one's judging you. No one's watching you, like all the other participants in the workout. We're just there to do what's good for us and all. No one's judging anyone. And I think it's great. It's just so much fun seeing all the ladies on the screen and work out to the wonderful music. Thank you, DJ. And it's just a fun time. And the time passed by so quickly.
Doesn't it?
Oh gosh.
I looked at the time today and I was looking at the paper like we're not even done. I guess we are.
Yeah, you said the finish. I said, wait a minute. Finisher. We just started. But I personally, and I can tell just by observing the other ladies on the screen too, everyone is enjoying it. And that all that combined makes you feel really good too. And the fact that the way you feel and the way you look, because I told you I have built up muscles in areas that I never had before, but I have now, and I feel really good about it. I noticed it. You said that you noticed it. Mike noticed.
Yeah, that booty's been poking. That thing's been poking out.
Because I looked in the mirror, where did that come from? That's something I never had. I mean, it's just a little bit back there, but yeah. And the strengthening of the ankles and all that. See, all that benefit me too when I do go for walks and hikes and all that. So yeah, strengthen those areas. So I feel much better about that. And I thought that I would just have to give things up, when I was talking about my shoulder. But once again, I'll mention the exercises and the routines that we've done for the arms and everything. Has helped out a lot. It is still, just a little weak, but it has strengthened up so much since the Workout Buddies.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because
walking. I mean, walking is a wonderful form of exercise.
But it did not affect my shoulder. Yeah. it did nothing for my shoulder. But yeah, I still do that. But that added with the Workout Buddies, it's just been great. Just been great for me. I have a whole new outlook on everything because it affects you mentally as well.
It does.
And yeah, and that's a beautiful thing. So get all that adrenaline going, and it works on all parts of the body. Once again, the human body is an amazing machine. And
like I said, I mean, I'm so proud of you. I brag about you all the time. And, like I said, just from a young age, I could recall you always being active in some form. And I love the group, like you were speaking about, that energy. We're all up doing our own thing, from the comfort of our own homes, but it helps mentally to have those people around you with a common goal of making yourself better.
Exactly. And that's why we're there. And we have such a really good time. And I like your enthusiasm in the way that you always encourage us, telling all of us that you're doing great, y'all look so good. And you said a couple of times, now I'm not just saying this, I mean it. We all know that you mean it. We all know coming from here.
If I don't mean it, I'm just not gonna say anything.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna say anything. So if I'm saying it, then it's true. Yeah.
Right. Because because you're seeing the progress that we're all making.
Yes.
And that makes me feel me, and I'm sure the rest of the people too, make them feel really good too. So and that's a huge motivation too. It's not like, oh, you got to do better next time. It's none of that. It's like I said, it's no judging of anyone. And there's no pressure, in which make it even better. So yeah, I don't think I could have stuck. I would not have stuck with it had it been like pressure. I felt like I wasn't doing my part, or where I should be, or anything like that. This never felt that way. Never. And I'm a workout buddy for life.
I see you have the shirt on. You representing today.
That's
I
right.
love it.
I do. Thank you. I usually wear it on Fridays, but when we're doing this, for the full body. But I wanted to represent today with the shirt. I love it, and I treasure it. I treasure you. But you coming to us and making a difference in our lives. It's just, there are no words for it.
That means I'm gonna try not to cry. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome.
And I'm honored. I'm honored. Every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday is just a blessing. I just wake up like ready. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Yeah. And I want you to know that I am very, very so proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
And always been proud and always will be. And I'm just so happy to share this time, with you and the Workout Buddies. It's a wonderful thing that you started and continue to do. And I love it.
Oh, I love you.
And I love you too.
All right. Well, I think this is a wrap for our interview. I hope that whoever is watching this is motivated to at least try, just do it. I think that, a lot of times we talk ourselves out of things that we know we need to do for ourselves.
That's so easy.
Stepping outside of your comfort zone is where you'll grow.
Exactly.
And so I hope that, even if there's like a mother-daughter combo watching this, something that mothers and daughters can do together, helping each other individually, helping each other, as a pair. And so that's what my hopes are for this video. So I want to thank whoever took the time to watch this. I want to thank my beautiful mother for sharing her insights and her experience with Workout Buddie. And and I hope y'all have a great day. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me. I'll figure out how to put some contact information down below. But I hope y'all have a great day.